So I've just opened the gate, and this is where I see if the ponies are at the top, because some mornings they are stood at the top waiting for their breakfast. Other times, as you can see, Danny's just across the field, and Dawn is up in by Danny's stable. So I open the gate up, which has a chain round it to stop the horses from escaping, because that has happened previously. So then I'm basically saying, are you going to come down and say morning to me? My next thing is to get the food bowls to get their breakfast, because that's really and truthfully, that's all the ponies want, is their breakfast. That's what they're more interested in, seeing me and listening to my voice. So it rained a lot the night before, so I've just emptied the buckets because they filled up with water, and now I'm going to do them their food. So I'm going to do a different vlog on what I feed them, because I done one last year, but they get fed differently basically now. So I'm going to do an updated one soon, but I have so many vlogs to come out. So I give them their food. Danny and Dawn are obviously on the same. Danny has 2 scoops. Dawn just has like a 1 and a bit. Put the lid on. Then I go over to the chaff. So Danny used to have more chaff than the mesh, but he's been feeling a little bit wired, and that is working chaff. So I give him only literally a pinchful, as you guys can see. Dawn doesn't have any because the dentist told us that she can't have chaff. Give it a good mix round. Dawn didn't really need a mix round, but I done it anyway. Next thing is to give them the water, because I want to make sure that they stay hydrated, but not only that, I don't want them to choke. I want it to be nice and sloppy for them. Then take it round to the horses, and by now, as you can see, Danny and Dawn are stood by the fence saying, feed me, feed me. So go in. I always give Danny his first. He's happy now. Now for little Dawn. And she doesn't move because she knows she's going to get it. Next, walking in, now looking to see what mess they have done in their stable. And I think, as you can see by my face, I'm like, oh my god. They've done a wee, they've done several poos, they've had a nice lie down. Now taking their hay buckets out, because they have haylage every night, but you guys will see in my evening routine. So I'm taking my hay buckets out now because I want to sort the stable out, and I don't want dust and all sorts getting in the buckets and them being in the way. Getting my wheelbarrow to get ready to muck out. Please mind the van in the background, I do apologise for that. Getting my shaving fork. God, I love a plastic shaving fork so much better than the metal ones. Then I realised that I forgot a sweeping brush and a poop scoop. Just emptying out the water, because again we had rain the night before, so it's filled up with some water. That's how good Danny is. I can literally put the wheelbarrow right behind him, and he's such a good boy. Shut the gate so that they don't escape after eating their breakfast. Now finally starting to muck out. Got to unload all my stuff so that all the poo and wee can go in my wheelbarrow, obviously. Now time to muck out. I thought I'd do it on time lapse because I thought you guys might find it a little bit boring, but I am telling you guys, it was quite messy. Dan only done about 1 or 2 poos, so he was really good. Then you had Dawn that started at one end with all her little poos, then to the other end, and she started burying them, and her poos are so small, it is so hard to keep them on the fork. Honestly, I absolutely hate mucking out when it's Dawn's poos, because it falls off, it's so small, and she's so messy, she doesn't care where she poos, whereas Danny only poos in one place and wees in one place. To start the bed we put in the winter we put 4 bales in to start a nice thick bed for them, but because we are obviously in the summer, we just want something so they can lie down, because they do actually come in their stable quite a bit and poo and wee and lay down. So we've done 2 bales of shavings, which is the woodpecker. Now time to sweep up all the little bits of haylage from the night before they've spilt. Sweep it up into a nice pile, then get the poop scoop and poop that up. Then on the outside I sweep up, because honestly I only done it the night before and it looked like that. Such messy ponies. Dorothy's there. Pick that up in the poop scoop. Then time to go out and sweep up the actual stable. Dawn weed on the side, so I just swept up where the shavings was wet, but swept everything else that was dry into the bed. Put that into the poop scoop, put it into the wheelbarrow, then take the wheelbarrow out to empty it. Again, Dorothy likes to be in my way. Please excuse the van. Put the wheelbarrow back. Pick up the food bowls. Then time to fill it up with some water so they can soak for a little bit. Fill up the actual water for the horses. Now time to go to Dawn's stable to open up the top door. Also, that is Dawn's bed. Funny enough, guys, Dawn doesn't make a mess in her stable, only Danny's. So then time to take out all the equipment, because I'm done. Put them away. Lovely day as well it was. Nice blue sky. Then time to sweep up the poo outside the mucky, because even though they poo so close to the mucky, I tell them every time, ponies, if you're at the mucky you might as well poo on it, but no. So I sweep that back in. As you can see, outside the stable is nice and clean, and also the inside, they have a bucket of water in there and their bed is all nice and clean and swept up. Lovely clean mats, but trust me, it won't look like that in the evening. Then time, because I've put the water in and let it soak for 5 minutes or so, I then actually clean it out with the brush so it's nice and clean for them in the evening. So I just tip out the water, put it back up to the up by the food, so that's all ready for the evening. Then time, so guys, I don't normally do this in a morning, but today I had someone out to come and do something with Danny, which will be in a separate vlog. So I've done their haylage buckets to come into the stable, but normally they only get it as of the evening, never in the morning, but this was just a one-off. So I don't give Dawn much because she doesn't need it, and neither does Dan really, but I gave him enough because I knew that they would be in for quite a while, so I wanted to make sure that they had enough. Then have to cover up the haylage with that clear bag, because otherwise it will dry up and won't be very nice for them. I take it into the stables. Sorry guys, I am now back in the van, but that is the end of my summer 2022 morning routine. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's something a little bit different, but that is what I do every single morning, apart from the haylage buckets. I only do them in the morning if someone's coming, like the farrier or something. But I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please make sure that you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with your friends, and also tag me in your Instagram when you're watching my vlogs, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!